Alright guys, it's Justin again with another work in progress. This is day one of work in progress 1 of the Master Grade Build Strike. As you can see here, it's the main suit. I'm going to try and tackle this a little differently yet again. Trying to mix my things up and try and figure out a way that I can build efficiently and still get the results that I want. So what I've done here is I've taken the backpack and separated it and all that good stuff. Next will be these, and I think there's another piece that I need to get the pieces for. But basically what I'm going to do is I will be painting these parts. So I'm going to start with, like I just said, the backpack and the weapons. Get those out of the way first, and move on to the mobile suit as I normally would. The big thing with the weapons is I do the weapons last all the time. I've tried this before and it worked out pretty well, but this time I'm taking it another step. I'm going to do the backpack as well. But I normally do weapons last, and I start slacking on them and they don't look as good, and I want these to look good. So this stuff will be painted. I'm going to start with the metallic colors, then I'll probably move into whites, and then reds, yellows. Reds and yellows are probably done at the same time, and then lastly my blues, because there's the largest number of those. So I am going to be painting, like I said, the metallics first, and I'm just going to mask everything off as I can and paint all the details that I want to paint and highlight everything that I want to highlight, get that out of the way, and then I can come back and put everything together. So all the seam line stuff will be dealt with as I get to it. Fortunately, this kit was very well engineered, and lots of the seam lines and stuff like that have been dealt with already. So there's really not too much to do in that regard. I know the knees will have to be messed with on the mobile suit, and I think the elbows as well. Probably a little bit on the shoulders, but for the most part, everything's pretty well hidden and well done already for you. So good job on that, Bandai. But for those of you that are not aware, this will be done in kind of an RG style color scheme. I don't think I'm going to do any kind of modding on the suit itself. If anything, I might do a little bit of stuff with the front skirts, because the front skirts are a little bit problematic when it comes to panel washing. That, or I will just kind of veto the panel wash on this part of the front skirt anyway. Whichever kind of works out when I do it. I have some plans for this. I won't spoil anything now, but soon you'll see what's going on. But yeah, so we're off to a good start. Everything's been cleaned properly. Everything is ready for paint. It's just a matter of painting it. So this is what's getting done today. This is day 1. I will at least put the first coat of metallics on these and get these ready. So from there, we'll probably be masking on larger parts like these barrels and stuff like that. If there's anything I want to highlight, like this little area here, that will be masked off and painted again. These will probably be painted one color and then masked and then painted another color later. The barrel, I think I'm going to throw a couple colors on here, like maybe like a gunmetal and then like a gold, or flip-flop it, something like that. That way it's not so plain to look at. These will be painted a bunch of different colors, so I really like these to stand out and look nice, you know, just so they look good. This as well, and I'm going to paint the bottom of this, I think blue. I'm going to leave this little strip here metallic. Excuse me. But yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try some different things that I haven't done before and see where I can go with this. So I'm rambling, and so with that I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. I'll try and come back later with some finished goodies. Well, not finished, but you know what I mean. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, I didn't get to put everything up on the on pegs, but I've gone ahead and I've decided I'm going to break things up into a couple days. I'm going to take a couple of days to actually paint everything. That way paint has time to dry and cure, and things will look as nice as they should. So I'm going to show you a couple of pieces right here. Here's one half of the gun. This is Alclad steel. The next step for this is to go ahead and mask off all the bigger pieces and paint those how I want to do that. I haven't totally decided yet. I know I want a little bit of gold on here, and I will probably also put a little bit of silver. I might even do a little bit of gunmetal. Let's see. Here's the barrel to the shield. All this is gloss or base coated with Alclad's black primer. I didn't use any black enamel. I wanted to try this out instead and see how it worked versus enamel. Here we go. This piece is just the enamel, and then I've painted this in duraluminum. Just this thruster piece will be silver. I'll mask that off, and then I'm going to paint the entire piece steel, and then I'm going to mask that off and probably paint duraluminum again, and then I might paint these little circles pale gold. Maybe, we'll see. The back of the shield, again steel. It came out really nice, really reflective. Thinking about masking these off and painting them gold, silver, or duraluminum I mean. The lower part here duraluminum, the strips in gold, duraluminum. I'm not sure what a third color would be, maybe dark aluminum, or I do have regular aluminum as well. Another kind of interesting piece is going to be this one. I wanted to highlight these details, so next I'll take a couple of small pieces of blue tack, put those in there. I'll cut out some masking for that, and a little bit for this piece down here. Paint this steel and kind of wash everything out with other colors. Here's the one of the boosters for the back. The inside is duraluminum, and I'm just going to go ahead and blue tack that thruster the best I can and paint around it, and then I'll work my way around. It'll probably take a couple different coats to get it properly done. And well, I want to show one of the turbines too. The turbines are going to be done the same way as the boosters. You know, duraluminum. I'm going to put some blue tack in there, and then paint the rest of that. And then once I hit it with a gloss coat, I can wash all the details out of that, and then maybe hand paint that little pointy piece in the middle. And the last piece I'm going to show you is the cockpit for the build booster itself. This is just primer. I'm going to go ahead and gloss coat this and do a wash on it. There's not really a whole lot that I wanted to do this. I might actually paint these little pieces here. They're aluminum. We'll see what happens. That is day one. So I'm gonna let these parts dry, like I said. Come back and hit them again, and then it's on to these. So everything's been cleaned up. Everything's ready for paint. Like I said before, I just have to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to try and keep this as up to date as possible and get as much work in progress, or as much content on these work in progress videos as I can. So I apologize if they're lengthy, but look at all the detail I get to highlight on this thing. There's panel lines all over the place. I get to do some color separation, some masking, all kinds of good stuff. So stay tuned for all that good stuff, and yeah, so I'll be back. Well, it'll be technically tomorrow, but for you it will be in a few seconds. And I will show you what I've masked and painted and repainted and all that good stuff, so you can see where I'm at. So, see you in a sec. Alright guys, I'm back. I've gone ahead and painted some of these parts after some masking, and I'm very pleased with the results. So here's the thruster pieces. The turbines came out really well. The back of the shield. This is going to undergo another round. Go ahead and do this one on camera. Pull these tiny little pieces off that I've been cutting and sticking in here. This is one that I'm really worried about not looking good, but hopefully I can. There we go. Oh, looks fine to me. So there's that piece. And these are just some blue tack. I might have to go over these again. But I think they look fine, so probably just leave them as is. Whatever. Alright. Excuse me. So there we go. And that's what we're looking like on the back there. Pretty pleased with the outcome. And the last piece that needs to be done is the gun. I'm just going to go ahead and see how much of this I can pull off in one go. I only did one side of the gun this round. I'm going to do the other half next time. Well, this should give you a good idea as to what it's going to look like. This is the bigger half anyway, so you'll see the handle and all that good stuff. So here we go. And this is one of the longest parts of the entire process, is the masking and painting, and then masking and painting again and again and again till you get what you're looking for. And like I said, there's still a little more that I want to do to this. namely throw a tiny bit of gold on it. But you can kind of see what's going on there. Looks like I might have to do some touching up on this. Not really excited about it, but it needs to be done so it stays nice and clean and looks good. If it was a colored piece, I don't think it would be too big of a deal, but since I'm using two completely opposite shades of metallic colors, it is a little easier to notice when I mess up, or when there's little parts where the paint got through. So there's only two little spots I've seen on this. I haven't really done a deep inspection on it, but you can see like a little line right there that needs to be fixed, and that's an easy fix. Just put the masking tape up against it and quick pass over with the airbrush. So like I said, the next step, I would like to put just a tiny bit of gold on this just to kind of bring it out. Now my one concern with this is that how is this going to look, inside this? I don't want it to kind of pull too much away, so I'm not going to go too crazy on it. But this is going to have a little bit of its own color variations and stuff on it anyway. Oh, excuse me. So I think that's going to wrap this work in progress up. Hopefully when I come back next time, all of these will be done completely, not just I'm done masking another round. I mean entirely finished. I'm gonna get another round on this, another round on the gun, all the errors fixed, and have all of these pieces finished by next time. So that's probably when I'll start recording again. Then I can move on to another color. If you guys have any particular color you want to see me do next, let me know. So I got a tiny bit of yellow, a little bit of red, blue and white. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later.